So hi everybody, I'm sitting here outside in Canada. It's still quite nice weather. I'm sitting outside in my t-shirt. I think it's still a lot warmer than in Belgium, but that's gonna go down very soon, and then I think it will be warmer in Belgium than in Canada in October, because the winters here are really cold. Anyway, we just had like a really nice retreat in the Niagara region with 26 people. It's just amazing, you know, to get together with like-minded people and to bring those people together. And I'm really honored to be doing this, you know, with Meg. It's just absolutely beautiful. We had some challenges, but that's always sometimes life throws some challenges on the way. But you know, we dealt with them, and we had an amazing weekend. So that was really beautiful. And I want to talk in this video a little bit about, you know, news that came out in Holland, where it's leaked communication that came out, where it was shown that the authorities were aware that the vaccines were causing much more side effects than they said they did in 2020 and 2021. So in the communication there is actually confirmation that they knew the vaccine caused thrombosis, you know, blood clots. There's also a lot of people reporting, you know, all kinds of side effects, neuropathy, you know. I mean, we don't have to go into the excess deaths again, you know, which is like unexplainable according to, you know, mainstream science, and they just don't know where it's coming from. Well, they're not looking at the elephant in the room. But you know, back to these effects of these vaccines. So they knew at that time there was thrombosis happening. It's actually confirmed in these official documents, and still they pushed it on children, because I don't know if you guys remember, because first they pushed it on the elderly and then they went down. And the children were last, actually. So the children, you know, the vaccine program for the children, and you know, in Europe and Belgium and Holland was actually happening in the last part. And so they pushed that on children, knowing full well there were a lot more side effects to the vaccines than, you know, they were saying in public. And this is just absolutely, you know, criminal and psychopathic behavior. And it just shows again that this whole vaccine program, it was not about health. It was never about health. You know, and the truth, it was never about health. It was sold as being about health, but it was never about health. It was about pushing it into as many people as possible. And that's what it was all about. They had to get that in you. You know, and the reasons why they had to get that inside of you, you know, there's multiple reasons to it. There's, of course, you know, the physical, you know, money-making reason. But there's also other reasons why they really wanted to get it in people's bodies, and I've been talking about that, like the spiritual effects also. It was, I think, the main reason on a higher level, a spiritual level, that they wanted to get that in people's bodies. So, you know, it's just absolutely criminal behavior, and, you know, I really do hope the people who push this on all levels are going to be brought to justice somehow in the future. Because it's coming out more and more and being confirmed more and more that this was a psychopathic, calculated push to just, you know, it was like a bulldozer that didn't care about anything or anybody. And the vaccine bulldozer just went on and on and on. And it had to just, you know, be enforced by governments who were working as stooges for the pharmaceutical industry. You know, the government was basically at the service of the pharmaceutical industry, pushing these jabs for free, pushing it on everybody through, you know, measures that promoted taking them, extreme social pressure like lockdowns, you know, putting us, you know, locking us up and then saying, oh, you're only going to get like freedom if you take the vaccine. So, you know, it was just an absolutely criminal thing, and we have to remind people of that all the time. We can't forget it, because all these people who pushed it so hard, they just want to forget it, and they just don't want to talk about it anymore. But we have to keep bringing it up, and we have to keep talking about it, because this is a crime against humanity that has happened, an absolute crime against humanity, and it needs to be accounted for. That is really the most important thing. So thank you everybody for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.